Hey, what to do, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're gonna have a good video for you guys. Parts of it are gonna be kind of sad, maybe a little bit depressing. It's gonna have to do a lot with my Peterbilts, and it makes me kind of sad because you guys know that I love my dump trucks. These things are the bread and butter of my business. Without these, we wouldn't be where we're at today. And so what we're gonna be talking about is a nationwide problem. They have these things called depth level sensors. Now, for those of you guys who follow the channel, you guys know that John's truck had the issue first. The sensor went out on it. We got it in, we got it fixed, and it took about a week, which was longer than I expected, but it was okay. We were able to deal with it. Then it happened to my truck, and it took about 2.5 weeks to get fixed, which was pretty bad. And now we took the heavy haul in with the exact same problem, and you guys aren't gonna believe this. This really is like super sad on what's happening in America, and we're gonna talk about it a little bit. All right, so yesterday was gonna be a good day. I was excited to get the heavy haul going. I was actually gonna make a video about it, be like, all right, all 3 trucks back on the road. Well, we took the truck into Peterbilt. Now, I love Rush. These guys always just take the best care of me. I have no qualms with Rush. Just a great company to work with. But here's what happened, guys. We took the heavy haul in, and yesterday we were doing some work with the skid steer. That's why you guys can see I'm unloading it right now. And I met my brother on the side of the road, and he jumped in the truck and we went off to the job site. So John jumps in the truck and he says, dude, you're not gonna believe this. The part's at least 4 to 8 weeks out before they can even get it. And so I kind of freak out because 4 to 8 weeks, guys, that is an insane amount of downtime, all for one little sensor. All right, so here's where it gets real wild, guys. You know, I decided to call around since my father-in-law's out in Texas right now. He called me, he's like, well, why don't you call one of the dealers out here and see if they can get the parts. So I call out there, and the guy's like, let me tell you what, brother. Give him the rundown, basically the part's impossible to get, and he says, well, they're being optimistic down there. He says it's probably gonna be about 2 to 3 months before you can even get the part. And it's just like, whoa. 3 months of downtime, that will kill you in this business. And it's just so upsetting to know that one little part that is totally on a system that is just bonkers anyways, can ruin your truck. So I started thinking, guys, this is wild, because one little part will put the truck in a limp mode and eventually just cut power to the truck. You'll have like 5% power. And you know, for me, I'm a small guy. We got 3 trucks, but I started thinking, man, there's got to be some big companies out there that are just furious right now. Because, like, let's say you got 500 trucks and a third of them go down. I mean, if you got 175 trucks that are just sitting there inoperable because of one stupid part, I mean, that's going to start to make waves. And I just don't understand how there has not been a fix, or how the fix has not been mainstreamed yet. Because this is going to bring America's trucking to its knees. And once that happens, you guys, you think prices are high right now? I mean, this is just unbelievable. If you guys can make like a little thing that just plugs in to tell you that the tank's full so that the truck can just operate normally, I'm sure you guys could sell the heck out of that thing. This is just mind-blowing to me that this is even happening. I still can't wrap my head around it. No way around it, other than deleting your truck, which is super illegal here in California. We are wrapping up for the day. We were working with stuff today that's got a ton of big cobble in it. So I'm bringing a load home because we're going to screen it out, use the river rock for decorative stuff. I got John coming up behind me. He was coming back. We're going to take a load of gravel to my buddy Neil's house, help him out with some stuff. And from there, I think we're going to grab some rebar from him that we can use in our waterfall liners. All the resin in their machines. All right, so for those of you guys who are not familiar with what DEF is, which I'm pretty sure most of you guys are, but I'm gonna give you guys a quick rundown of it. So on these trucks, even though mine's super dirty, we were running at the dump today. This is a DEF tank right here. It gets filled with a solution of like urea and distilled water. Basically what happens is when your engine's running, it goes through a diesel particulate filter, all the exhaust stuff, cleans it up. So then the DEF gets sprayed in at the very end, mixes up with the exhaust and reduces, I think it's the NOx, which might be nitrous oxide, nitrous oxygen, NO1, I don't know what it is. Anyhow, it goes in here, and you guys can't see it because I have the stainless steel cover on here, but when my brother gets, I'm going to show you guys, there's a sensor that goes right about here. Alright, so now that I'm back and we're pretty much done for the day, other than working up on the front of the property, I'm going to show you guys where the actual sensor is. John's got his truck parked over here. And it's such an easy thing to change. It's just ridiculous that they don't even have them. So I just got off the phone with a buddy of mine who has Super 10s as well, and he is having a problem getting the front shocks for his truck. He can't even get those. The supply chain has been so disrupted, guys. But I'm going to show you guys where this sensor is real quick. So it's this sensor right here. It's super easy to switch. You just pull this off, you unplug it from the back, and you literally just go whoop, and it lifts out. So when this first happened, you know, we took it out to see if it was like dirty, contaminated, if we could clean it, try and fix it, so we get the trucks back on the road, because you guys, downtime is what kills you in this business. And so it got me to thinking, you know, luckily we were able to get John's truck fixed in a relatively quick manner. We got my truck fixed in a quick manner, the two major breadwinners of the company. All right, so this is like a really serious problem, because I got to thinking, like, what if I was a single owner operator? I had one truck, and that's what I did. That's how I provided for my family. That's how I paid my bills, all that stuff. You guys get the point. If I had this sensor fail and my truck went out for 3 months and I wasn't able to drive, you guys, I would go out of business. So just the 1 week was bad, and then the 2.5 weeks was bad, but it was still bearable. But 2 to 3 months, guys, that's just unreal. If any of you guys have like a Kenworth or a Peterbilt, that's pretty much who this is affecting. It's a Paccar part that fails on these trucks. So you guys should hit me up at Instagram, Mr. Get Muddy. I have their phone number, so you guys can call them, give them hell, and get this problem resolved, because this is unacceptable, guys. 2 to 3 months is just unreal for this part. We're gonna go ahead and show you guys what this part actually looks like. We did take one out a while back to see if we could like clean it, get it working, put it back in the truck, and have the problems go away. No dice. Sorry. And here's one of the things about this. Initially, I was kind of upset at the dealer, but you guys, it is 0% their fault. So Rush Peterbilt has always taken super good care of me. And this is just not like a California problem, guys. This is nationwide. So you guys, a big reason that I started this channel was to like try and help out guys that were trying to start a trucking business. And at the time, it was like a really great idea, and I still highly suggest it. But this is gonna hurt owner-operators so bad. So I'm sure there's a lot of other stuff that I'm like missing, and there might be some other underlying issues, but yes, 3 months for a $500 part. Oh, this is one more thing. $500. You know, I know that seems kind of expensive for a sensor, but there's guys that kind of saw this coming, and they hoarded the parts like everybody else did with toilet paper. You guys remember that? They're selling this part on eBay for $4,600.
On the eBay?
On the eBay. And the worst part is that financially it makes sense. I mean, seriously, guys, all it takes is 1 week of downtime for you guys. Oh, the lighting is so bad right now. 1 week of downtime, and it's almost worth buying that part already. If you guys have like a killer week, you can make $4,000 to $5,000. And so there's people buying them, which is just disgusting to me that people are taking advantage of the owner-operators this bad. But it is what it is. I don't want to be all doom and gloom. I still love trucking. I still love Peterbilts. I would still never have anything other than a Peterbilt. I think they're the best trucks on the market. People are going to probably disagree with me, but we are going to show you guys some other cool stuff in this video.
Do you know what's better than a Peterbilt?
What?
D's.
Ooh. Oh. All right, so I think that about wraps up my little rant. Actually, no, there is one more thing. California mandated that everybody get rid of their old dependable truck and buy all these new carb compliant trucks, and then this stuff happens. And you guys, with the old trucks, I was talking to my buddy about this today. He said, and I agree totally with him, you know, 10, 15 years ago, you guys could buy a truck with 300,000 miles on it. It would still look good. It would still run good. And you could be proud of owning a truck with 300,000 miles on it. It was a big deal. It would still be dependable. But if you go buy one of these newer trucks now that have all the emission stuff on it with 300,000 miles, you're like, it's starting to get to the end of its life. And so it just completely shortened the lifespan of these trucks. And when they have issues, you guys can't fix them like you can with the older trucks with like a wrench and a hammer. Now you need all this fancy stuff, and you can't replace a def level sensor with anything else. It has to be a def level sensor. And this little sensor completely just kills the truck. So you guys, I'm just so frustrated with it. Hit me up on Instagram. I'm going to get you that info. Call Paccar, raise hell, let them know that this is unacceptable, and it's going to kill the owner-operator industry. I'm really upset right now. But we are going to show you guys some good stuff. We're going to go pick up that rebar. We're going to go work on the front of the property again. We're going to be productive. We're going to keep moving forward, even though all this bad stuff's happening. But we're going to jump into the rest of this video. Hope you guys enjoy it. Let's roll. So what do you think about this?
I want a nap.
Échale. Oh, Adrian dropped me off a present. So you guys might see this sweet trailer right here. And initially I thought Diamond C's were really good trailers. And for the most part it has been, but he's had a lot of issues with it. So the cylinder for the tilt on this, the welds that initially came from the factory, those broke off. And he just dropped it off because I'm gonna check out his jack for him. Apparently this thing quit working, so we're gonna try and get that fixed. And we're gonna head over to my buddy Neil's house. We just dropped off a load of rock. I'm gonna have to hand you the camera. It looks like we're gonna have to put 4-wheel drive on. Here we go.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, right. This thing could get high centered before we even get halfway up. Just looking at it, it'll be like, nope.
No thanks. I can't see over the hood. Hey, this goes way up there.
No, I've never been back this far.
I had no idea.
I had no idea you were so flush, Neil.
There's a gooseneck.
Back at it, got my little helper here up with me today. We are going to weld those beams. We're going to chop the tails off, and then we're going to put the container walls on the side and the top and hopefully get it all boxed in. All right, well, we got all these welded up. Johnny's here to join in the fun today, and we got all the ears cut off. We're gonna go ahead and start putting up the sidewalls. We're not exactly sure how we're gonna do it yet, but we'll start lifting them in place. We're gonna put those. Yeah, you guys will see. All right, guys, anytime I do like any welding project, it always takes way longer than I plan out in my head. We did make some good progress today. We did get this wall lined with the containers. We put screws in it first, and then you guys can see we started doing like some welds along the bottom. Eventually, every part where it's corrugated, it's gonna get a weld. And then we're gonna come back tomorrow, cut a line across there, and then we're gonna put all these ones up tomorrow, drill them, weld them, do the same thing we did over here. But for now, we're gonna get cleaned up and call it a day because we're hungry and we wanna go eat some food. All right, so I came up here this morning to actually cut these flat, put the roof on, but I ended up getting a phone call to go do some tractor work. So I went out and did that, and it is a little bit later than today. It's almost 6 o'clock, I think. But I am gonna still try and cut the tops of these flat. I'm gonna try and throw some pieces of metal up there real quick, get them welded, and hopefully I'll get the roof on here today. That's my goal. We'll see if it happens. All right, so we just got back from picking up our rebar, which is
Assorted rebar.
assorted. Yes, it's many different sizes, but we couldn't beat the price. All right, we're gonna go see what wood we can scrounge up to try and build some forms. We got some pretty ratty stuff that might work. We are on the hunt for as much lumber as we can find, but I think we're about there. Oh no, I got a bunch in the side shop. Yeah, that's like the sweet spot. All right, so a lot of the stuff that I'm doing up front here is twofold. One, I want to make my property look a lot cooler, and two, I got a bunch of junk that we're trying to like repurpose slash clean up slash throw away because we got a lot of stuff here. I mean, a lot. So anyhow, this is the pile of wood that we scrounged up. We're gonna try and piece together all the formwork for the tunnel out of this stuff. We're probably just gonna dump it out, get a couple pieces cut, see how it's starting to look, and then call it a day. It was kind of a long day today. But a productive one. We got a lot of stuff done. You guys, Bob's getting crazy over here. He's been running around like a madman. Hopefully we can get it on video for you guys. Oh, John's made a friend. Get in there with him. Come on, go pet him.
I touched him.
Oh, now he starts doing his tricks. Yeah, Bob's got skills. My camera can't even focus on. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and put the screws in this video. I really do appreciate you guys for taking the time to watch. If you could do me a huge solid like, subscribe, share this video with your amigos, hit that notification button. And if you guys want to get it Paccar, because this really needs to be taken care of, hit me up on Instagram, Mr. Get Muddy, and we will see you guys next time. Oh.